Imagine a student who has studied English for over 10 years, yet still freezes when asked to speak. This is not a lack of knowledge. It is a lack of confidence and awareness. This project explores how AI-assisted reflective practice, using Yoodli, can transform ESL speaking from fear into fluency within a real matriculation classroom. Before we continue with the presentation, let me introduce the team. We are a group of English lecturers who are currently teaching in Selangor Matriculation College. At its core, this project is about giving every learner a voice. It aligns with sustainable development, Goal 4, quality education, by creating learning opportunities that are not only high quality, but genuinely inclusive and equitable. Through AI-assisted speaking practice with Yoodli, students are able to practice speaking without fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, or fear of being left behind. For many learners, especially those who lack confidence, speaking is the hardest skill to develop. Yoodli changes this. It provides consistent, personalized feedback to every student, not just the most confident ones. This means fewer students fall through the cracks, and achievement gaps in oral communication begin to narrow. The impact goes far beyond language learning. When students become more fluent speakers, they participate more in class, they express their ideas more clearly, and they carry that confidence into job interviews, presentations, and lifelong learning. This is also a solution that reflects the competition theme. In terms of sustainability, AI reduces long-term lecturer workload while preserving quality feedback. In terms of equity, every learner receives individual support, quietly, fairly, and consistently. And in terms of social impact, underconfident learners are empowered to practice safely, build confidence, and find their voice. This is not technology for its own sake. It is technology with purpose, technology that listens, supports, and empowers learners to speak. Speaking remains the most challenging ESL skill. Students hesitate, rely on fillers, and struggle with pacing. The issue is not effort. Students practice often, but without clear, immediate feedback. Improvement is slow and uneven. The real problem is invisible errors. Students cannot hear their own mistakes clearly. Lecturers want to help but face time constraints. Group rehearsal lacks individual focus. As a result, the same speaking weaknesses repeat semester after semester. Yoodli offers a breakthrough by making speaking visible. It provides immediate feedback on fillers, pacing, and clarity, allowing students to reflect before lecturer intervention. Importantly, this feedback is private, supportive, and non-judgmental. What makes this approach innovative is not the AI alone. The innovation lies in integrating AI analytics with structured reflection and lecturer scaffolding. Speaking lessons shift from perform and be judged to practice, reflect, and improve. The objective of using Yoodli is not simply to improve scores. It is to change how students experience speaking itself. First, Yoodli helps students become aware of their real speaking habits, such as fillers, pacing, and clarity, things they often cannot detect on their own. Second, it builds confidence by providing private, non-judgmental feedback. Students can make mistakes safely, without fear of embarrassment. Third, it promotes self-regulated learning. Students do not wait passively for lecturer feedback. Instead, they reflect, adjust, and improve independently. Fourth, it supports lecturers by providing efficient formative feedback at scale, something that is difficult to sustain manually. Finally, it ensures equity. Every student, regardless of proficiency level, receives personalized support, something traditional methods cannot guarantee. Speaking performance was assessed using a rubric focusing on fluency, pacing, filler control, and confidence. These dimensions align closely with both curriculum outcomes and real-world communication needs. Students reported increased confidence and awareness. Weaker speakers benefited the most because private AI feedback reduced fear and embarrassment. Many students emphasized the importance of balancing AI feedback with human discussion. The potential impact is significant. This approach supports MOE priorities, such as digital literacy, formative assessment, and student-centered learning. It empowers students to take ownership of their speaking development. We acknowledge potential risks, such as over-reliance on AI. These are mitigated through guided reflection, lecturer-led discussion, and structured peer interaction. Responsibility and ethics are built into the design. This model is scalable across classes, programs, and institutions. It reduces lecturer workload over time while ensuring personalized feedback for every student. This makes it both educationally and economically sustainable. In conclusion, AI alone does not improve speaking, but when used as a guided reflective tool, Yoodli transforms speaking education, making learning equitable, feedback visible, and improvement achievable. This project demonstrates that ethical, guided AI integration can reshape how we teach speaking without losing the human element. And before we end our presentation, here is a short video clip on the features of Yoodli and how students have made observable improvement in their speaking practices. Thank you and enjoy the clip.
Now, we are going to demonstrate how we utilize Yoodli's analytics through its real-time feedback features in supporting students' delivery and presentation skills in our organization. Here is a student whose English language proficiency is above average. As part of our course specification, the student was assigned to present and promote a new service or product where she decided to introduce a wellness app. There are two versions of Yoodli's analytics presented here, the pre-review and the post-review. The pre-review shows the analysis of the student's presentation before using Yoodli, while the post-review depicts the final product after a structured practice period in Yoodli, taking into account the suggestions for improvement in the analyzed metrics such as filler words, weak words, conciseness, and pace. After uploading both the audio clips onto the analytics, Yoodli first provides a word-to-word transcription of the student's oral presentation. For example,
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jayshree Chandran, the Senior Director of Anytime Fitness. Today, we'll like to present our gym application, which is a new invention, and our gym app is created to make the gym access more easy and convenient for members. Sometimes the gym members forget to bring their key fob. So with this app, users still can.
compared to after a series of structured and AI reflected practice using Yoodli, this is how the student performed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jayshree Chandran, the Senior Director of Anytime Fitness Malaysia. Anytime Fitness is the fastest growing 24 hours fitness franchise where we have around 5,700 clubs worldwide and 80 clubs in Malaysia. Since we are experiencing a great revenue every year, we like to step up our service by launching a new app called AF Wellness App, where you.
So, it can be noted that initially, this student had around 3 filler words. So it's still good anyway, it's less than 4%. But in the post-review, after a series of practice, this student have managed to bring down the filler words to basically 0%. So good job with that. And repetition, it's natural to have around 2% of repetition. As for weak words, initially the student had around 5% of weak words, around 9 weak words during her presentation. But after practice using Yoodli, she has managed to bring down the number of weak words to just 4, consisting of fewer than 4% weak words. So it's actually good. There is improvement notable there. As for conciseness, initially, before using Yoodli, this student showed difficulties in providing or summarizing ideas in a brief manner. But after using Yoodli, in a few practice, she has managed to bring that down the conciseness level to just 30%, showing the ability to rephrase and summarize ideas in a brief and comprehensive manner. So a notable improvement can be seen there. As of for non-inclusiveness and sentence starters, initially it was 30%, and there were a lot of conjunctions used throughout. But she has managed to bring it down as well, with the system noting that it's only 15% now, and mostly using the personal pronoun you. So it can be seen that there is notable improvement. In summary, the side-by-side Yoodli analytics reveal reduced filler and weak words, steadier pace, and higher clarity after guided practice. Results show gradual but consistent improvement across key delivery metrics, indicating that Yoodli contributed to clearer, more confident presentations over time and consistent practice.